Hello from me, Lazarus. Welcome to the next lesson in the course on creating a website from scratch. We are currently working on my book on creating a website, where I explain how to create a website from scratch. But I want to let you know that the next book in the series will be ready soon. In it, we will show mastered techniques for adaptive and adaptive design, as it will be a continuation of the first, creating a website from scratch. And we're going to make an adaptive website, and we're going to explore a lot of new things in CSS and adaptive design. Now let's move on to the next lesson in our book. So, we're working on the free chapters, and as you know, we've reached the CSS chapters. Like last time, we ended with Chapter 10, New Features and Functionalities in CSS 3. Last time we looked at CSS Flexbox and CSS Grid Layout. And now we're on to the next. Chapter 11 here. CSS Programs, Tools, and Resources. Let's open the PDF file. This will be a completely theoretical lesson. Every web developer, like a master of a given craft, uses different types of specialized tools. We can conditionally divide them into three groups: programs, tools, and resources. We will examine them in detail, because this is a very important topic. CSS programs is the first part. By CSS we mean the various CSS editors, frameworks. Also other programs related to working with CSS code, such as preprocessors and postprocessors. We will briefly look at them in sequence. CSS editors. They are used for writing the code in the CSS file. At their core, these are text editors. Some of the common features are code highlighting, auto-completion, automatic indentation, execution, and code debugging. Regarding functionality, we can divide them into two main types. Multi-profile, for code in CSS, HTML, JavaScript, PHP and other programming languages. And specialized, only for CSS code and partially for HTML as well. Regarding the distribution method, we can divide them into three types. Freeware, which you can download and use for free. Shareware, usually have a free version with limited features. And the full version includes all the features and the paid ones. You have to use them. Regarding the place where they work, we can divide them into two types. Local, they are installed and work on our computer, and online, they work in the browser. Keep in mind that there are many such editors, and it is impossible to cover all of them in this chapter. In addition, over time new ones appear, some stop being developed, and they are dropped. And these changes also create difficulties in the order. We will briefly consider some of the better known at the time of writing of the book. Around 2023 to 2024, this book was written. So, we start with the multi-profile. Notepad++, of course, one of the oldest and most popular text editors. Free, open source, free with open code. It supports many programming languages and all the necessary functions for working with programming code. It is constantly evolving, easy and convenient to use. There are also many plugins that can be added from this address. Atom was released in 2014 and quickly gained popularity among developers. It was created by the team at GitHub, the web's leading code repository, free and open source. It has rich functionality and options for customization. Supports new interesting features. Brackets, a free editor released in 2014. it is also very popular. It supports a wide range of new features. However, in 2021, its support was discontinued. However, new versions continued to be released by the community of developers. But at the time of writing the books, the book on their website had a new editor, Phoenix. It was recommended as the successor to Visual Studio Code. Lately, this is the editor that has been used mostly by web developers. Released in 2014, created by Microsoft, it is extremely powerful. It contains many functions, thus it is directly approaching a programming environment. It is constantly being added with new features, new extensions, and it is getting better. Sublime Text Shareware Editor, released in 2008, created by Australian developers. The free version includes its basic features. For full functionality you have to pay. Vim is one of the oldest editors, created in 1991, free. Used a lot on Linux, but there is also a version for Windows. It can run in console mode. It has many interesting features, but it is difficult and complicated for beginners. Komodo Edit and Komodo IDE are products of a Canadian company. Komodo IDE is free, and Komodo Edit is paid. You can see them here. And what we're going to finish the lesson with are specialized CSS editors. Those that have more functionality. For the most part, they are paid. The free ones usually have very few and simple features. Here are some of them: Simple CSS Editor, an editor with basic features. Rapid CSS, a more feature-rich editor. You can run it for free up to 30 times, at least that's what it said. And Stylizer, CSS editor that will help you style any website. It has rich functionality. It allows you to enter and edit CSS code and see the result in real time. It is a paid program. There is a free trial period at this website address. That's all for this tutorial. Best regards.